am I doing wrong? Sundered Faete? Did I not have it set to Sundered Faete? I do. Sundered Faete set up. Okay. Hi everybody. So it's so we're now live. I'm just gonna turn off the starting soon because it works for the audio, but not for the rest. I gotta finish out this week. Anyway, now we're live. So hello everyone. We resume our battle music because we're going what's going there. Um Well, here we are after a week of waiting patiently with so very much hanging in the balance. Oh my goodness. Let's switch over to our battle setup, and here we got everyone going here. It's a bit of mayhem. It's been quite a journey here with the wild hunt. The week prior to last, the group met everyone that was going to participate, and together the wild hunt began. But they had to split off. Frozen, oh, thank you. You too. um, Everybody split off to form a search after Kesef ran off, and our group was able to locate Kesef thanks to Tuna's locate creature spell, I believe. Yeah. Thankfully, also detecting that Kesef wasn't moving and carefully avoiding the trap of falling into Kesef's lair, which would have made things exponentially more difficult. So drawing Kesef out to them by halting and waiting for reinforcements, Kesef noticing, chased them down. A big battle ensued. I think the Demi-Lich showed up at one point and helped a little, but the group did a great job of cutting down Kesef's remaining life, but not without a gritty, dirty, messy battle. And just as Kesef fell, something kicked in and brought Kesef back to X amount of hit points. Up snarling at everyone once again after watching Kesef die. Kesef the Immortal, Kesef the Chaos Hound, um, back. At the very end of the session, Serenus arrived out of everyone that could arrive, so that was pretty a positive in the battle. Pulled a time stop and got a few rounds of damage in on Serenus before time resumed, where we're picking up this morning. Kesef's still up after a few rounds of time damage from Serenus. Still down to the party, however, with the current state. Tuna, Ladrin, and Feora all unconscious on the battlefield. 2 failed death saves for each of them so far. As if one of the things they've done is summoned a terrible storm, and in its 5th round, it has obscured vision all but 10 feet around, 10 feet, and no matter where you are. Dia is the only hero here that remains standing. Has lost sight, of course, back here of Kesef and allies. And we're just going to have to see how everything unfolds. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Um, with that, let me get our other camera functioning here so that viewers can see from this other layout. I will say while I'm setting this up that is going to bring us, we're at the top of the round and we're going to have to go through. So we're going to do DM inspo roll first, but just as a reminder, the only thing that DM inspo rolls and even subscriber rolls don't affect are death saving throws. The only thing that I feel like has to remain on its own. But just to prepare for that, that's going to be Feora, Ladrin, and then Kesef, and then Tuna, and then Dia. So we're going to have to go through everybody And we'll get to deal. We'll see where things are gonna go. All right, let me just. Oh, did it activate? Oh, good. Thank you very much. I wish that up a little bit better. I'll fix that. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Right. I've also had some chats with players on things that, based on how things go, they have some options they might want to do. So just as a reminder to those, the said players, don't forget to get in the mindset of what you might want to do based on how things go. Get your notes pulled up, whatever else, and yeah. Um. I am going to send a quick message out to one player real quick. All right, with that, let's get our DM inspo roll down. Even unconscious, if you have it, you can give it to another player or put it against, a baddie that's doing an attack or something like that. Um, all right, so let me roll and I'll go around and ask everyone. Oh, maybe in the thing, man. There we go. It was the same number. Wow, that's crazy. Okay. Carly, what did you get tonight for dinner? Carly, I'm so sorry. Yeah. No problem. 17? Nice. Thank you. All right, Tasha? What? Yeah. Well, what do you want, dude? Hey, Lil? Okay, okay. And Serena. Okay, well, Carly's gonna get it tonight as I rolled an 18. Yay! Twice, in fact. I rolled it and landed on my keyboard. I'm like, damn, do it in the thing, and it was another 18. So it was clearly meant to be tonight. Whatever that means for tuna. Yeah, it's usually not good with a team, and so the universe is lining you up for that. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, okay. All right. All right. With that, we've got to get to it, right? There's just no avoiding it at this point. So at the top of the round, Feora, I need you to make a death save. Nice. It's a failure. Let me let me first get a different battle music in for our players here, because the other one was slowing me down a little bit. This one's a little more intense. I'm so sorry. Ayora, you crumble into unconsciousness. That was the other round. Then you have flashes of thoughts and visions. um, Not necessarily, initially related to the battle as you're falling unconscious, sort of like slipping into a dream. You pull reality mixes with your visions initially, these unconscious thoughts. But that slowly, to you, slowly transitions to just images across your life, then abruptly transitioning highlights of your life, like your life flashing before your eyes. You, or for a moment, have that same terrified feeling of being a child in a world where at any moment a titan's what could crush you, a primordial could sweep through and destroy another village. Uh, you flash these moments, the moments asking for another day in that village for your parents to stay and wait. The wreckage and destruction, loss of your parents, the horse incident. Uh, there's just these moments that then kind of go by, and then you go through your life building through Avalon and you with your mentor and with Candor and these other individuals and not thinking of the betrayal or the loss initially. You're in the moment of living that life, and so the betrayal hits you fresh, the loss hits you fresh, and then you set out to make this right, to continue your mentor's goals, to make your own goals. And you make a friend, Ladrin, at last, a person you don't have to be someone else to interact with. You're just you. And then years after that, you find these other friends and everything that unfolds. And it's just with it now weighing a sense of loss, even though unconscious, as your brain knows your life is fading away. And as it does, and things begin to turn to black, fade away, you have a moment. We are walking through the darkness. Your wolf, a bit panicked, hurried pace, approaches you, looking round in the darkness with you, speaks. Is I think this is it. I just want you to know I'm thankful. I appreciate things are rumbling and there's collapsing in the darkness around you. Appreciate what you did for bringing me back and letting me live with you and getting to know you and having a pack. Thank you. There you are. I don't know where we go from here, but I'll be with you if you wish. All right. No, I wish you the best then. And maybe I'll see you in whatever afterlife there is. Thank you, Leora. All right. Are you choosing to, sort of release, like, let them go about their own? Or strictly for, some spice, because there's a storm obscuring the whole area. I'll say that you, Dia, being the only, member conscious, you think just for a moment that you can see parting up through the very thick and obscured, stormy vision here, the vision of a wolf, spirit of a wolf running up and into the sky, into the distance. Um, okay, you're the storm, well, rocking about your clothes and your hair whipping about, and everything. Um, the storm draws the last breath out of your chest, and you lay still. Ladrin, I need to ask you to make a death saving throw, please. We'll do. No, I'm adopting whatever the increased chance of survival one that it comes as by default. So I think that's 10, isn't it? I think it's 10 through 20 is a success, 1 through 9 is a failure. So you get a slightly increased chance. Oh my gosh, that looked like a sad reaction. I'm like, oh damn. Okay, you have 2 failures, 1 success. Wait, let's figure out that was three fails. 1 success. Okay. That brings us to Kezith's turn. All right, let me get in here and bring Kezith's Malarkey back up. Bum, 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 bum. Huh? Oh, Dan, you silly. You forgot to open that document. I'm like, where's where is everything? Okay. Panic avoided. All right, so we had that. We've No. Okay, thank you. All right, headphones. Why are you not picking that up? Thank you, Frank. Thank you very much. My goodness, we would have missed so much. So the things you kind of missed are that Fiora, it's just said, to the wolf, no, you, you go live your own life. Don't come with me. Go live your own afterlife. Like, you're free, and released them. All right, test. Can someone, a player, say something for me?
Testing 1, 2, 3. This is a test.
Hello. Yay.
Yes.
Ah.
Patrick. Okay, nice. All right. All right, nice. Thank you. All right, let me collect my other things here. We have the Storm of Vengeance up. Oh, that's right. They're gonna do. All right, and then we just need to get them pulled up. Bum, 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 bum. Oops. Alright, and they are, I believe, right here. Is this one here? It does, yeah, Furious Bite. And so sorry. There we are. Okay. Let me just check our Storm of Vengeance. I think that at this point, no, I'm pretty sure I did that damage at the top at the end of last session. So with the storm, there's cold damage each round, but I'm pretty sure I did that at the beginning, but it'll come around next round. Ranged weapon attacks in the area possible. Severe distraction for maintaining concentration. Good. All right. So on Kesev's turn, I just want to see if they need to have a visual for this. A 30-foot radius, 20 chest range. They do not have to see. Okay. 30-foot radius sphere centered on a point within how? Within 120 feet? Okay. So I can't remember when you moved over here, Dia. If that was before the storm started obscuring things or if it was after. I think it was after.
I believe it was after as well.
I guess.
But I can't.
Okay, I'm pretty sure it was after.
Mm.
I think it was 30 feet movement though. So Keziv's gonna put it where you were, because they can't see you either. But it is a 30-foot radius.
Okay.
So if you could make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Well. Oh shit, that's a 17. Well, it doesn't matter. His save is a 24, so.
Yeah, but it's so great that it wasn't a.
Yeah.
Okay, so drawing on your deepest fears. These illusory creatures that you don't know they're illusory yet appear in your mind, visible only to you. So you start hallucinating within the 10 feet that you can see. So they're potent enough from your deepest fears that you become frightened, and that just means disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls. While the source of your fear is within line of sight, which is these things. So as long as they're within your 10 feet, and you can't willingly move closer to the thing. So I'm just gonna make it one thing that you're seeing. Why is it like being haunted by a ghost here? Woo!
Okay.
Actually, it'd probably be coming from here, because that's where they the third of you entered here. You can't move closer to them, but you know that does give you some options.
The battle camera is not up for me.
Oh my gosh, you're just seeing my face and I'm pointing at things. That's so silly. I'm so sorry. Let's fix that. Okay. So we cast it here where you were, so I figured it'll show up like in that line.
Yeah.
So you can't move closer to that, but that does allow you to move like anywhere of this. I mean, I guess sort of like diagonally this way. You just can't move.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that because
Well, when your turn comes
I don't.
around, but
Oh, gotcha.
yeah,
Right, it's
yeah,
not my
yeah.
turn. It's still Kez's turn. Ugh.
Whee! But there is some psychic damage that comes with this. There. 15. 25 points of psychic damage.
All right,
Unless you have anything.
my death ward goes off, so I'm at 1 now.
All right. Dang. All right. Yes, you are just shocked, whatever it is, right? Deepest pits of your mind, and and it racks your brain, and then you fall to a knee and you shake it off and come back with your. Okay, stakes are high. All right, can you redo this at any point? Let's say. At the end of each of your turns, you'll be able to do another save.
Okay.
Nope, I'm sorry. Hang on. Feature. I failed to save the friendly visuals. At the end of each of the frightened creature's turns, it does that. So hang on to that 25. Let me write that down. It does not hit you yet. Your death ward is still active. That is not until the end of your turn. So we failed to save and everything else, but we won't apply that until the end of your turn. So that you know what I mean? Because it wouldn't have happened yet. All right. Let's see. They cast their spell. And that means that they can't do their other things right now. So that's gonna move us down to Tuna. Tuna, can you make a death saving throw?
I sure can.
Yay!
Alright. 18.
Oh, thank God. 2 successes.
And 2 failures. I'm there.
After Tuna's turn, but before Dia's, they're going to use. Kesef is going to use an attack. I'll do this in the background. They're attacking Serenith, not anyone that's there. So I will just do that math in the background. That brings us down to Dia. Dia, you've got this creature, so you can. I'd say that you'd have to move around it a bit to avoid it.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't maybe go straight, but you could kind of, if you want to move at all. But you can only see 10 feet.
I'm going to activate the Reaper's True Sight Eye as my action.
Okay.
Just to see if that will help see through this magical storm at all.
Nice. You activate that. The storm unfortunately still continues, but it does change a little bit in that it's not simply rain. You kind of see like some of the source of the magic mixed in, and it is this almost divine sort of, that primordial level energy, but rotten, and just it's a terrible visual as the storm turns to like, visceral and other things.
Okay. And then as my bonus action, because I have no idea where anyone or anything is, I will drink potion of healing.
Okay.
Not that it's gonna help me because I can't save against his spell attacks anyway. I might as well. Let's see, 2d4.
I would say, you have a little insight into what the damage is going to be at the end. So if that help,
it.
If it gets you over that 25,
it really it's not gonna.
Okay.
It's a basic healing potion, and all of his stuff does enough to knock me out.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess I'll just try to run from this ghost that is harrowing me.
Hey,
That's the only thing I can see.
would you like to? Are you trying to run around and up towards like where uh, the demi lich was, or just further off the?
Uh, backing up, heading up north from where
Okay.
the
You
yeah.
can kind of do like a die 1, 2, and then now that you're around
Hmm.
it, 3, 4. Do you want to continue going this way, or do you want to be more to
Yeah, I will continue go straight ahead
this?
until something terrible stops me.
Yeah, think. Um, that's when that psychic damage catches up, and
Yep.
boom. Actually, but you get back
And
up with your.
yep, Death Ward, so I'm at 1.
All right, Demi
Wah,
Lich's
wah.
turn. They're just gonna dump some big damage. You're just hearing high Arcana sounds, the cracks of energy, from in there, um, within the storm. Okay, oh, Kesef. All right. This brings us back up to the top of the round.
Wait, don't we if the storm does damage, doesn't that just mean everyone dies? Because we take 1 damage from environmental.
Yep.
All right, let me do it one step at a time. My goodness. Okay, yeah, yep. It's
Oh,
fucking storm.
I wasn't gonna say it, but I've been
that just
thinking it the whole time.
Yikes.
Uh, okay, okay. Whoo. All right, let me gather my thoughts.
Is Kezov still making concentration checks, by the way?
It's
For
not
that storm?
concentration. He never had
it's
to.
not?
It's never.
Okay,
It
okay.
was not
Not this one, yeah.
concentration.
Sorry, Kazep. Okay, that's okay. Let's see what we can do here. All right, for Feora is up first. I won't roll the damage. It doesn't matter, right? Because it's gonna hit everybody. Feora, you're just dead already. Feora, you've released, the wolf spirit, and with your sort of last moments left in your consciousness, the darkness continues to. It's weird because you can't see anything. It's completely pitch black, but you hear everything collapsing around you. You feel this wide open space closing in and getting smaller and smaller and smaller until you're in this small little hovel kind of space. And yeah, outside in the storm, with that attack, and the storm, your body's broken, and you hear in your mind, just in the last moments. Have you given any thought to me?
Yes.
I hope that you've considered everything.
I have.
Then what is your answer?
I accept your gift.
Let it be done. For everyone, well, for Dia, Seraph, and the Demi-Lich. There's a pulse in the energy on the battlefield. A pulse so strong that it, for a moment, clears the storm. Pushes the rain out before, like, there's no rain for a minute. I mean, it's just a moment. And then it falls back in and fills in the storm. But in that moment, you see that Feora's body is limp and clearly dead. In fact, you can see through. You don't see Kezef in that moment. You see Ladrin fallen, Tuna beside Feora. Feora laid on her back dead, except levitating a foot, 2 feet off the ground, arms dragging down, neck twisted all the way around and droop behind her body. And it's just a moment. You get this flash as the storm fills in the space rapidly. You're not sure what's going on, of course, dude, but there's something happening over there. And yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter what the damage is. Unfortunately, Ladrin, you take your final death fail. Oh, Ladrin, and if you, I'm gonna sort of talk about what I think you might be feeling, but please jump in, correct me, take over anything you want to do as I talk about this. But I'm kind of envisioning like a similar experience, a life lived flash before you, and you relive the first 80 some years, and they are not good. They are not good. And they peak with a terrible loss, followed by a decade and a half of searching for answers and guilt, and then these positives, these bright lights that come into your life. Feora, Leah, and Tuna, and this journey. And then, damn it, you found your mom. You found this person that you know, this other parent, and maybe even hope for your other mom. Like there's so much. And if you want, let me pass it to you a little bit. If you want to talk a little bit about, like, I mean, I'm imagining there's maybe some frustration, some anger. If you want to talk about that, otherwise I can just, you know, sprinkle some of that in if you.
I mean, you're on the right track.
Okay.
So you can keep going.
Okay. I imagine the absolute frustration. Even just before this, you know, with what you just dealt with and coming up with the genies and having to fight one another and everything else, like this, the answers you've wanted, the life that you've wanted. Why can't you fucking get it? Why can't you have it? It's right here now. It's right fucking here, and things keep feeling like they're getting in the way. Now it's gone. It's slipping away. And that's just a cruel joke. That's a cruel joke of fate to dangle that carrot and then end it all. I'm gonna. You're just, you know, as your consciousness is fading. This, you know, I'll say, you know, your final thoughts are just this swelling of anger and pain and being so close to having what you want, having it taken away like this, and the unfairness. And then you lie still. Lie still. That brings us to Kezef. I'm just gonna do their stuff in the background because they cannot find you because you moved, Dan. They're using their sense of smell, but they only have so much movement. They don't want to dash. They get over here, following your trail, but they cannot find you, so they'll probably dash. But that still only gets them about here. Not, they do not get within 10 feet of you. They're close, but their dash doesn't get you there. That is the end of their turn. Which brings us to Tuna. Oh, Tuna. You felt yourself on this defense, the teetering between life and death again. And how many times must you go through it's an old familiar place now, unfortunately. And you find yourself it almost feels like a waiting room. It's your little room that you rented out back in Oberman's Mill, where you were down in the that sort of church ward, laying low and getting answers, and this tiny room with your bed, little jams up on the dresser, and there's no door. You're just in the room, but there's a window, and the light is fading and fading and fading that's coming through the window. Of course, you reflect on the 2 lives you lived when you lost your memory and you were able to just have a reset and be you, and then the way that merged back together beautifully after. You let go of vengeance and pursued peace for all, probably, in the moment, like, for all the good this is doing. But suddenly Poppy is sitting on the bed beside you. It's going to be alright, I think. You did so much good. You were such a hero, Yuna. You're my hero.
Promise me you'll take care of them.
Do everything I can. I'm going to be just like you.
I don't know if that's a good thing to try to be.
The light continues to dim in the room. I know this feels a bit scary. I can't really remember what comes after this, but I'm here, so there's more. And maybe there's a way we can get you back as well. I won't stop.
So.
But it's all right. I'd just like to be here with you until. Looks up at the window. All right. Kind of leans on your arm.
Just
Oh.
just wrap Poppy up.
Okay. Okay. All right. Then we'll move to Dia's turn.
I did roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a 13.
Hey.
Oh.
That was
no.
my final success.
Yeah. Oh.
But I still died.
No.
It's fine, because the damage. It's fine.
Oh. All right.
Okay.
I mean, I think I'm unconscious because if that storm is what's giving everyone their final death save, I only have 1 HP, so I think that just knocks me unconscious. So
right. That's 4 points. Okay.
yeah.
You wobble and you fight because you do not want to fall. tell me what your final thoughts are before you fall unconscious, Dia, please.
I think uh yeah, no, I think she's just pissed that her final thoughts to Hosk and all of them is, you better hope this hound kills me or I'm coming back for you.
Nice.
I think, yeah, I think she's just pissed that
Nice.
these beings had the audacity to take away what she found, and for no reason, to gain more power than they already had. So
Gotcha. Yeah. Oh, with a clenched fist, you fall down into the snow and the storm. All right, I'm gonna keep the thing moving here because it does go to the demi-lich now, and Kezif is looking fairly hurt. You know, if a tree falls in a forest, does it make a sound? Only Ceratus and the demi-lich and Kezif know, as his arcane energy cracks and deals another bit of damage. They move. Step. I get some misspell stuff. They missed the mark, but they see that because on the other side, so they can use big spells. Then Serenith. Alright, there, which with a dash, they can't attack, but they can almost see. Okay, so they're cornering Kezif. We go back up to Feora. All right. In the storm, with your levitating, the wind is whipping your hair about, your clothing, the necklace, and it whips the necklace up. It's striking your face here and there, and at one point it hits your mouth. As it does, what color is the necklace? Was it golden?
Gold, yeah.
The golden stone changes phases into like an ichor that goes down into your mouth, having accepted. And another burst of energy, a fine beam of gold and purples lights fire off, and the energy that emanates from you clears the storm in its entirety this time. And everyone's passed out, but Serenith and the Demi-Lich, and Kezif, for that matter, can see at this point, as you go from laying on your back to standing upright abruptly, still floating about 1.5 feet off the ground. Your neck turns and pivots back with a few crunches back into place. Arms kind of fix back into, from dislocation into how they should be. And you begin to cry. Not tears, cry blood. Blood pours from your ears, nose, and your pores. And the entirety of your skin becomes just crimson blood. A layer of it. That soaks your clothes to this deep red. And your eyes open a blood red. Take a deep breath in. The coldness of the air biting your teeth. And your body spins around and sets down on the ground. and you bare your fangs at Kezif. So, what would you like to do, Feora, on your turn?
Lunge at Keza.
Okay. You rise. Yeah, as you're floating and this is happening, you're just like levitating fast. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can. And come rushing over. Because you've got extra movement with your unnatural movement. And race over. Okay. What would you like to do? As you see Kezib up close, Kezib is pretty wounded. Some lightning damage and some fire damage that they've suffered, a number of sword wounds. Theranith is nearby, past them. Demi-Lich is over here.
Have you shared out the vampire dot? Because I'll probably.
Let me share it real quick. It's not. Got some things, as you know. We'll get set later. I don't know. I think you probably want to set to this one. Alright, there you go. I think the biggest things that you could do here is your I don't know. Honestly, I think that even in this you've got your claws and bites, but I think that your main attack might be the way to go.
What do you mean main attack?
As a rogue.
Oh, okay. Is Serenif in?
Serenif is in range. You can make 2 attacks. 2 main attacks and an off attack now.
What?
You have an extra attack.
Oh. Okay, well, I'll try and slash at them then. Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's just 17.
Okay, 17 just misses. Kezif. You've got another, and you've got an extra attack now.
19.
19 hits.
Okay. Initial is 12.
Okay.
And sneak attack is 18.
Okay.
Are you doing the force still?
Please, yep. Because they are really wounded. And that was already a good bit of damage. Okay. 8. Okay, as you soar over just above the ground, and these new abilities are sinking in. They're sort of slowly coming to mind, the things that you can do one thing after another. As they do, you go for what you know and attack viciously. You still have a bonus action to attack if you want.
Sure.
I'll tell you you don't have to, but this is mostly for mechanics. Is you watch, like, once again, Kezif's eyes grow dull as it falls to the ground. Zarenith, hold the beast down. Hold its head. Do you move over to do so?
Yeah.
Alright. Emilich is gonna try and they'll throw that stupid ball that's like a bunch of metal straps, and when you throw it, it's kind of like in the Marvel movie with the Doctor Strange there. You throw it and it goes around and then closes in around someone to cage them down. And you hold Kezif's head, which is sort of your arms, the entire span of your arms reaching around to hold its collapsed head in place. Here, Zarenith puts away their weapon and draws this elaborately decorated silver weapon with the same dark smoke coming off of it. You can't imagine anyone being able to wield this, but Zarenith with two hands requires two hands to wield this huge blade. Lets it spin once to gain some momentum, grasps the hilt, and comes down on Kezif's neck, severing Kezif's head. Which is pretty gross, in the way that if someone could pop a very ready to pop pimple, that's what happens with Kezif's body as it just ejects the pus, the maggots, everything. So sorry, it doesn't quite get anyone in particular, but it's just all over the ground, fills the space. There's melting the snow in areas because of let go. Expects you to let go, Feora, of the head. Okay. They take the blade and drive it straight down through the skull, and Kezif's head begins to turn into little embers that float away. Little green pustule embers just flicks everything off the blade, puts it back. And we are out of combat. Feora, what do you want to do? You've got Scully nearby. Kezif dead. You see your allies now having your mind clear. Of course, you're still like covered in blood and everything, but you're the only one standing. What do? You gonna check anyone? Because you don't know if they're dead or unconscious currently.
Is the storm clear?
Yeah, that second thing. The moment you became what you became, they cleared the storm.
Okay. I'd probably run over to Ladrin. Also, I sent you a message if you could check it.
Okay, yeah, let me think on that. So I'll just say that they'll be Gotcha. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I mean that's well within. Yeah, you
Okay.
could definitely do that.
Well then first just gonna run over to examine Ladrin.
As you do that, yeah, I'll have to ask for a death saving throw because that's going to be at least 6 seconds.
Understood. Oh god, where is it? Where's death saving throw on the?
They hide it because it's.
You just you just have to roll a d20.
Okay,
they don't have a
okay.
Or at least
spot? Okay.
that's what I do.
Thank you. Here we go. Hey, 14, a success.
Okay, first one's a success. Nice. Okay. After you arrive at Ladrin's body, are you checking it to see like unconscious, dead, anything like that?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll make a medicine check. And while she's doing that, I'm sorry, Dia, we'll have you do your next death saving throw.
Okie dokie.
6 seconds. We'll see what Dia gets, and then I'll check your medicine check for you. Sorry.
Ooh, unfortunately, a 7, a failure.
Okay. Still 1 for 1. That's hopeful. Feyor, what'd you get for your medicine check?
8.
Wait, can't you not get below
That's with stuff that I'm proficient in. I'm not proficient in medicine.
Oh, really? I thought it was everything. Okay, nice.
No.
I'd be so
That'd be
busted.
sweet.
Yeah, I was like, dude, that's what I was like, holy
Like,
shit, that's
that'd be
Everyone we play
crazy.
rogues.
It already kind of is a little busted. But...
Yeah, I mean, totally.
Nice. I mean, an 8's enough to tell there's no pulse. Yeah, there's no pulse. It seems like she's dead. Face, left with like you could brunch contorted with a little bit of anger or something in her final moments.
She just brushes her cheek quickly and then runs off to whoever's closest.
Okay. Well, Tuna's a good. I'm not trying to force poor Dia into things, but Tuna's only like 15 feet away, 20 feet away, but Dia's about 50, 45. So, you were.
Well, actually, did I see Tuna down before I went down?
I think so. Yeah. I think Tuna was first.
Well, I guess, I don't know, that might be...
Because people can stabilize, you don't know until
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, because I don't want to metagame,
Yeah.
so I guess Tuna just because they're closer.
Okay. Head over there, Dia. So Dia might stabilize, and then it won't be a thing either.
I know, I was just trying to, like, go through a certain level of logic. And I was
It's
like,
tough,
I'm just trying
yeah.
to justify
Because
metagaming.
Lily knows, and Lily, I already hear you. What'd you get, Dia?
Oh, another d20, no problem.
Yeah.
12.
Okay, that's 2
Thank God.
successes. Nice. All right, are you checking Tuna? Same thing.
Hell yeah, medicine check.
Medicine check,
Let's go.
and one more
+1.
save for Dia, please, if you would. You're doing medicine check. What'd you get for yours, guy?
I got a 9. I'm getting better.
Hey, 16. I
You
stabilize.
stabilize. Thank goodness. Yes. Awesome. So, you can better tell with a 9 that Tuna's also dead. There's a lot of, in the same way that the pallor and kind of like, taking over the reflection. Tuna's gone from a nice healthy pink, weak pink, almost like a flush white.
Just runs over to Dia now.
Hey, go ahead and make a medicine check for Dia. I kind of hope you get a 1 so I can be like, she's dead.
I got a 7!
A 7, okay. 7's still enough to tell, like, there's a pulse, there's breathing.
She aggressively uncorks a healing potion and feeds it.
And you've got that in your inventory still? Okay.
I do, because I didn't drink it.
Oh, I have one. I wasn't.
You also have one.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So you uncork it. Dia, you're swallowing. You're sort of aspirating a bit of it. And breathe in the cold, frigid air. And you see that you are covered in blood.
Oh my god!
Do you say anything, Feora? As she rouses? That's the reaction.
Don't sit up too fast. I've got to take care of
What?
stuff.
You see her fangs as she says that.
What happened to your teeth?
I'll,
Did Keza curse you?
no,
This
I'll,
was a
it's,
bad
no.
idea.
I'm gonna go now.
What?
Backs away.
And then I'm gonna take out my sending stone that looks like a platinum piece and send out a message. It's time. Send the crew now. Bring Sarah.
Okay. Hey, Serenith, as you're doing that, you're stepping away. Serenith's gonna come over to offer to help you up if you want, Dia.
Yes.
Okay. I lean down to pick you up. It was a fine fight.
What? For 5 minutes.
That's amazing. You need to see to your companions. Serenith's gonna pick them up and just bring them. Well, I guess while they're picking them up to find a place to kind of carry them and set them down comfortably. You sent your message. Of course, you very thoroughly prepared behind the scenes for this months ago. This moment. And so, the Demi-Lich says, I'm going to report to the others. You know the hunt's completed. Hold off. After they do, gosh.
So Kezif's dead? Like,
Kezif's body remains. Kezif looks dead at Sarah. So you'll see, like, no head, because you didn't witness that part. There's no longer a head. Body injected its mass onto the ground there and does not appear to be getting back up.
okay.
You do see about one after another, maybe 100 cloaked figures begin apparating. Boom, 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 boom. And one next to Feora pulls down her hood. It's Crystal, who you've seen before. Yeah. Hi, Feora. It's holy shit. What? Well, later, right? A mile?
Dan, I forget.
Okay. Yeah, it's I think it's a mile. It's a mile or two. So whatever it is you say. All right. Snaps your fingers, and the other 9,900 people disapparate, forming a square around a mile of this area, beginning their work. Crystal. Okay, so we're getting to work. And I'm trying to think of the name.
Sarah?
Thank you. Sarah is going to be here in just a minute. Said she had to get something, prepare some stuff. That's all set though. Points over at Kezef, like the big.
Yeah, it's dead.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna make sure we get to work. Give us, not long. We'll wait till everyone clears to take care of this area, and be on our way. Uh, okay. So maybe lunch, like just like assessing this lunch later. Maybe you can tell me more about this.
Maybe not lunch. I'm eating something different now, I think.
Yeah. Well, you know, I trust you. It's a pretty cool look.
Well, I'm hoping this part's not permanent. This is all pretty new.
I'm just kind of wipe some of the blood off your eye, then off the other eye. Yeah. Okay. Well, whatever it is you're having, we'll do. All right. Sorry. Back to work. We'll report in as soon as we're done.
Okay.
Pieces out. Evaporates. Yeah, I'll give you a moment if you have anything. If you know that happens, and Feyre is still here, and needs to be waiting for someone else.
Yeah, if I see, I mean, the fact that I cannot hear whatsoever, seeing Tuna unconscious, immediately going over to them.
Astana's got them both on their shoulders, but she can set them down if you want. Oh, would you like your companion?
What? I'm just trying to
He turns to show you like Tuna, and then Ladrin, like just points at the
yeah,
ground, like.
yeah, why? Okay. Yeah, I'm sure they're very busy. I don't know that they're I just think they're unconscious. So I'll go into Ladrin's bag, the bag of holding, and pull out 2 healing potions.
Okay.
And I'll feed well, I'll feed Ladrin first.
Okay. They're both kind of propped up on a log now, and you
Yeah.
push
Oh,
it, and
thanks.
it just.
These are just standard, right? So I can
Yeah.
just mark them off my list because
Yeah.
okay.
Right.
Cause
Yeah.
sadness.
Separate.
Cause sadness. Dan.
Yeah. Just kind of pours. None of the usual things take place. And I'm gonna say because you're still a little rallied, it doesn't quite set in like, the pallor and the other things yet until you want it to. But you pour the first one into Ladrin's, and yeah, just kind of maybe she's swallowing, maybe not. Just kind of mostly pouring out more
Just trying
so
to
than usual.
massage the throat.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
okay,
It gets a little
get
down.
Get that in there, baby bird. There you
Mhm.
go.
Nice, nice. Yeah.
Do I see this going on? Like, is this post my thing,
This
or
is up to
during?
you. This is, I think, a little bit after all the other stuff happens. This is probably a lot to like. Wait, what's going on for Dia? But you are also waiting for Sarah. You do you. But it's right there. So I'm gonna say they're propped up like this. Logs. Potions. You were right here. So absolutely, if you want.
I'll walk over and
Tuna next.
put a hand on their
just like-
shoulder. Hand over the mind link.
I forgot
Yeah,
about the
they're-
mind link. And you're yelling.
Yeah, they're gone. The potions aren't going to work.
Oh. Okay. Well, we have Diamond, right? We can't waste any time. We have to do it as soon as possible. We'll just do that. Why does no one tell me anything? I'm sitting here not able to hear. No one. I just immediately reach into Ladrin's bag and just say, "Diamond, come."
Yep, Diamond appears.
Yeah. Second Diamond. I summon you. I don't know how the bag works.
That's it. Yeah.
Right. So. Right, mind link. We still have a mind link, and I remember. Right, the mind links. Right, I'm sure we're all in a hurry. Sereneth, Normally we'd have normally we'd have a wonderful opportunity to do this, but can you revive them, please?
Serenus looks conflicted. As a
I don't like that
Mm.
appearance.
Fought valiantly.
And you are happy to resurrect them as because they fought valiantly. Great way to end that sentence.
I have means to return them to life, but they're
Great.
of druidic nature.
Okay.
Would reincarnate them, not revive them.
Yeah, there's no need. I have someone on the way. That'll
Oh.
get them back as them. We don't. Thank you, Serenus. We'll be okay.
I'm going to see that matters are cleared here. To send the other hunters home. I will check in again shortly. They turn.
Why is I think I would just rather just not be dead. I don't think I would care if I came back as looking different. That might be me though. I think I would rather just not be dead. I'm just saying I'm now just thought projecting.
Shouldn't be too much longer. I can be as them.
Right. Well,
I know.
oh my goodness,
I know
Poppy.
pretty
I'll go to the
partial
pickup
to it,
the
too.
shield. Poppy, I don't know if you can come out with that. Right. Poppy's not in the mind link, so I'm yelling.
Nice.
I can't hear you right now, darling, but my dear, but we are going to get Tuna and Ladrin up in just a short while. I know you're very worried, but I'll make sure that you're here when they wake up. I can't hear you if you are talking. I have been deafened.
Amazing. Yeah,
Make sure Poppy's not covered in snow or anything, and just put them like on top of Tuna's stuff.
Nice. Okay. All right, let's see. Okay. All right. So yeah, you're unsure if Poppy hers, but we put that out there for Poppy. And we wait. Just opening something real quick. That's nope. That's this one. And of those. Okay. Yeah. Got my ducks in a row here. And finally, whoever this person is appears. Sarah, why don't you tell us what Sarah looks like?
She looks very much like Feora. Her hair is a slightly different shade, but the same eyes. Outfit in the same colors as hers. She keeps hers long with the same braided bag, but instead of letting it loose, it goes into a bigger braid.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, very, very much a kinship here. You can tell, like, are you two siblings? You know, kind of energy, but donned in some very beautiful white with gold trim robes, clerics sort of robes. Not seems to be less of the heavy armor outfit for the moment. Maybe they were caught, you know, unawares last moment at the last second. But in their robes, bag full of different options. um oh, there you are. Good to see you. Good to see you. Maybe under better comes over to, you know, give you a hug. Better circumstances. You better give you a hug.
Oh, she pulls her in for like a huge
Okay.
hug.
All right.
She's like almost purposely smearing blood all over her.
Yeah, what is? Just takes like the cloth and just to wipe your face down. Like, oh, those are new, and kind of like pricks thumbs on your on your face. All right. Questions, but hello, looks to Dia.
And I'm just gesturing like,
Oh, all right. Let's see if we can help with deaf. Has she always been deaf? I see you, Feyre.
No, that's from
All right.
that. And gestures over
All right,
to
well, we'll see if we can help with that as well. So are we looking for healing? Those two don't look too.
they're
They're
dead.
dead.
They need to be
Yeah.
revived.
Okay. Okay. We can do this. We can do this. How long has it been since they died?
A while. Chop chop.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
No, I understand this and losing. Well, I mean, we know.
I have diamonds.
Oh,
Yes, we
may I
have
see?
diamonds.
And looks at them both. Hands them back. I have a spell. It's been longer. If it's been longer than a minute, these won't suffice. I need a larger diamond, but I did bring one. And which I'm happy to use. Looks, you know, if I'm in, of course, later I'll have to, you know, get compensations from the church, not from me.
Theor,
So
why aren't they casting the spell? It's taking a while for them to explain something that's not spell casting.
just almost there.
Over the mind link, financial details.
Mm.
She's going to give you a restoration, Dia, to cleanse the deafness. Oh, did they? Once the ears pop, it's better.
It tastes like it tastes bad in my mouth now.
Oh,
All
no,
right, thank you
sorry.
so much. But again, time is of the essence. The longer they're dead, the harder it is to bring them back. Correct? So don't worry about money. I have a very rich relative, so please hurry.
Oh, not worried about money at all. Let me explain just for peace of mind for you. Since it's been longer than a minute, we can't use the quick spell. We'll need to perform a ritual. However, we have up to 10 days at this point. So we have time. It's better to take the time and set the ritual up properly for success rather than rush.
All right, then what do you need?
Mostly just a little bit of time to set up my components, but you can aid in the rituals. If you have
Great.
something to offer, either some people like to give a compelling speech to call the soul back to the body, convince them to come back and that it's worth it, to beckon them to this location. Others have a material object or good of some relevance, something that meant a great deal, perhaps. Whatever you wish to contribute to the ritual will assist. And if you have nothing along those lines, then just some magical, some arcana, energy, things like that can also be of assistance if you don't, if they're just traveling companions, you don't know them that well. I mean, that goes for the two of you. I can take up to 3 people to
All right, we
assist
don't
in
have
this.
time for pointed comments or for things like that. Thank you for the ingredients. You go collect your materials, and we'll come back to you with things to help.
Wonderful,
People's
wonderful.
lives are on the line.
Yes, it'll be okay. All right.
Oh, don't know. I am not in a mood to receive that energy. Thank you. Thank you politely.
There you go. And kind of looks at Figaro with like, and then gets to work setting up the components. All right, so
So
you,
sorry.
so you've got some time if you want while she's setting that up. If you want to role play, you don't have to.
Farah would be helping out.
Absolutely.
She still has not fully cleaned the blood off. She has the means to. She just hasn't gotten around to it.
Nice.
I think I will attempt to make a pot of tea. Ladron would appreciate that. I'll try. I've been taking cooking lessons from Ladron,
Beautiful.
so I'll try to make a pot of tea, and I will. Ladron gave me, I think he gave me a gemstone before, because I asked for it and didn't answer the question as to why I needed it. So that I will pull out.
Nice, nice. All right, so you see, Dia gets to work. They'll start setting a little campfire, like a little tiny fire to get like this heated up, make some tea, like doing her own thing. Farrah, you're helping set up components. Meanwhile, the girls are, over kind of licking Tuna's um body, and the wolf spirits sort of, you know, curled up at Ladron's legs. They're just watching over their loved ones. Um, and yeah, with that, I don't have a funny bathroom break thing, but it's about bio break time. I think it's probably a good moment to segue over. So we'll do our bio break and then come back and perform the rituals to bring back our
Yay.
friends.
Cool.
Thankfully, thank goodness, some aces in up sleeves. Woo! Okay. All right, so we'll catch you all in about 10 minutes. Your auto be hot chat with us if you like. Find the BRB thing. Here we go. Okay, catch you in 10. Oh shit, that was so close to TBK. Thank goodness.
I'm pretty sure I also have a book that would be useful for Feora right now. Hold on. Because I had the werewolf book. Yep, here it is. The Dracula Book of Great Horror Stories.
Yes!
I'm prepared.
Came prepared. I love it.
Jesus Christ.
Nice.
See everyone in 10 minutes.
Okay, yay. Oh, Tuna and Poppy, man. So wonderful. Okay. All right. Put my AirPods down here. And business. wait for that. That's so exciting.
It's that time in the evening where I get really, really cold. Because I have to get my fleece blanket out. So I guess now it's time to ask the question: do people prefer werewolves or vampire?
I know.
Where were you in the Edward Jacob split?
I tried. So when that came about, my sister, who's younger than me, picked it up, loved it.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, now they're coming out with a movie. And I just couldn't, for some reason, it wasn't vibing with me
Gotcha.
the way it was with her. And I was like, she goes, listen, just try reading it. I was like, okay, I will give it a shot. I got halfway through and I was like, I'm done. Done. So it just wasn't my cup of tea.
That's very fair. I never read the books. I just went to the movies with my, because that was like me and my friends, we all got together. Every teenage girl that I saw was like there ready for the fight in that theater.
Yeah.
Nice.
I see
What are we talking about?
clips.
Oh,
Twilight.
Twilight.
My beloved.
Are you team vampire or team wolf?
Okay. I liked Edward more. That's a
Mm.
lie. I liked Alice. That's the only reason I was
I know
team
nobody.
vampire. But also the werewolves were cooler. So what's
like
her name? Leah Clearwater and Alice Cullen were the only two that mattered to me.
Okay, fair.
That's
I mean, I
such
have
a
no idea who
deep
those
pull
are,
for
but-
Leah Clearwater, but I don't care. She was my favorite. I read fan fiction about her.
Nice.
I will say, being an adult with my friends and playing the Twilight drinking game, it's a lot more enjoyable now to look back and be like, wow,
Yes.
all these red flags were romantic to us. Children. And now it's just hilarious.
It's so good.
Awesome.
Also, I fully pulled the comforter off my bed. I'm not gonna lie.
It's okay. I got my fleece blanket too. It's that time of the night where things are freezing.
Nice.
I have my air on because it's like really hot outside. So I turned my air on, but then it got kind of cold outside. So, but I'm not turning it off. So now I'm just
Jacking. That's
the perfect
all I
balance.
I'm
understand.
super
Yeah.
sorry that this is your sister's also first impression of Dia.
It's so good.
No, I love it.
She's
Love it.
used to this. Like people in panic. Like my loved one's dead. Can you? I just want them back, please. Like, no,
Yeah.
no, I get it.
Yeah, like don't bring that calm down energy. Yeah, no.
Was not here for it.
Like listen.
Nice. She'd never say
Listen.
calm down ever, but she would say
She
it's
never
gonna be
did.
okay.
It was
Yeah.
just the energy, like, "Hey, you're okay," and it's like, "Nope, this is a normal reaction
No,
to my
not.
friends being dead. Please, please,
It's gonna
please
be
stop.
okay. Yeah.
It's gonna be okay." Like, whoop. Oh, but I'm here.
Nice. Put a new we'll get back. I put a new little audio blip in Zoom. Optional, of course, but I like to put it in there. All right, let me put us back to our role-playing screen. Here we get everyone in the right order. Nice. Okay. Well, so I don't know that maybe you might recall because we've done at least one. Have we done one of these, or did you just use the quick first minute spell so far? I think. Okay.
No, we used a little one for tuna.
Okay.
Yes.
So with resurrection and these games, I tend to adopt akin to critical role. It's difficult coming back. Spells aren't surefire. A, the soul has to want to come back. B, there's a roll to make sure to see if it happens at the end. The DC starts out relatively low, but each time you die and come back, that gets a little higher to meet. These rituals, by offering assistance, can lower that DC. And that's just kind of a DM call. Like if I feel like, wow, you killed it, you brought that RP, you brought whatever, I'll lower it extra, no pressure, right? It's still the game mechanics, just a little, extra flourish that you get to add to help things out. The final roll, of course, will be done by the player attempting to return. I'll let you know what the DC is beforehand. And we'll go through now. Tuna, I think, has been brought back to just once with the spell. The other time, the werewolf, just good timing with the werewolf coming out.
Yes.
So just once. So DC is 2 points higher than normally is. And I'm gonna go see. I forget if it starts at 8 or 10, but I'll take a look. All right. Okie dokie. All right. Starts at 10. Maybe 12, but we'll see. We'll see how it adjusts as we go through. So, these rituals circles are built out, 2 separate ones. I believe both Fiora and Dia we're looking to assist. Okay. So, in the center, I guess there's one for each person. We're going to do one then the other. So, circles are complete. There are points in the circle, and it kind of makes a triangle. There's a circle here, and a circle here, and here. She's going to stand in one. Sarah's going to stand in one, and the 2 of you will stand in, the other 2. Which individual do you wish to perform this ritual with first? You have 10 days, but you must do them one at a time.
I mean, I feel like we're both going to say 2 different answers, so I guess flip a coin?
Fair enough. All right, and let's. I had a coin here, the other an actual coin, but whatever. We'll do odds and evens.
I can see that.
Who wishes to call odds or evens?
Evens.
Right. Evens it is. Who would you wish to bring back first, Steve?
Tuna. Opportunity.
And you all kind of help lift Tuna, get Tuna set down into the center of this, as they should be, just because it's kind of delicate work. And you take your places in the circles. Very well. I will begin, and starts channeling that divine energy. Perhaps familiar to Tuna, even in this unreached state, as she also worships the call of the glowing deep. You'll see the similar, iconography on her ropes and stuff, or in the call. And as the ritual circle powers up, it does feel, you can almost smell the ocean here, and it feels like there's a warmth that fills the circle with a cool ocean breeze and an ebb and flow to the magic, like waves coming in and receding. All right. Please, that turns to Dia first. You may offer your contribution back to chanting.
Okie dokie. So the first thing I will do is convert a 4th level spell slot into 6 sorcery points so that I can dump the rest, all of the sorcery points, into the ritual. And I have enough. Let's see if I get 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 9, but I can only do the equivalent of a 5th level spell for that exchange. So
okay.
I'll do the highest I can do, which is 7. So
nice.
7 sorcery points to essentially give a 5th level spell slot's worth of power.
Beautiful. You feel it charge out. It's like a wave crashes. Now the tide is risen.
Yeah. They told me that you have to want to come back, and I really want you to come back, darling. I don't know enough about you yet. I don't know who makes your favorite jam. And I don't know what's your favorite gemstone. I need to know these things. I want to know these things. Because I've already fallen in love with you, and I need to know every single detail about you. And my contribution, I suppose, is me. What you've allowed me to become, to flourish under your protection, your love, your self-sacrifice. To let you know, no matter where you go, I will throw all of myself behind it. So that you can have everything that you want. And that's it for me.
Tuna, I'm going to switch over to you a little bit. We figure still has some to give. You know, the light had since gone out in the window and things turned to darkness. And then there'd just been a sound initially. This is before the ritual has started. But there's a sound, that familiar crashing of waves. And you come to your senses, you come around to consciousness on a beach. On a beach, and the waters are absolutely inviting. This is the primordial, which you've recently began to serve. And there's this feeling of acceptance, like it doesn't matter whether you've been serving, serving, right? Like devoted to this primordial for a day or for a decade. Like they're just as appreciative of the work that you've done in their name and for them, and they are inviting you to this. This is it. This is your, after I've come into the waters and be a part of this. I'll say this being before the ritual, this is, it's the thing to do, kind of compelled to go in. And you walk in, and the waters are so warm and comfortable and inviting as you walk in. And as you go, beneath the water, it's as though you become the ocean and you are touching shores, one continent to another at the same time. And you are spread around the world and so connected with others, and experiencing people's histories and the world in this very unified, supportive way. You just wish like everybody could understand this feeling, could have this experience. And just a little time goes by, and you find yourself kind of back in a form that is your own. And it's that same room again you're in. Outside the window, ocean water. It's as though this is under the ocean, and there's light shining in through the water, refracting around, and sort of a dim light in the room. And there's a knock on the door. There's a door here. What would you like to do?
I open it.
Poppy, very excited look on her face. Tuna, you don't have to, but there's something I want to show you. Will you come with me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
grabs
go.
her hand.
Yeah.
Starts running and leading, and there's hallways in here. And it's not the building you remember. It's just sort of hallway after hallway. Beautifully, this warm light through the ocean water, through all the windows, fills the space. And you're running and running and running, running, running. Until you come into a room that where the ceiling is sort of the edge of the water, and there's a bright light. You can't see what's through the water up there, But there's a stairwell at the end of this that walks up into the air above the water. Okay, I think well, just listen. Thing at first, but then you hear Dia very much come over the water and fill the room. More so, you're so connected in the state that you feel the emotions behind it as well, as though through Dia's perspective. The pin in that is you have a Poppy squeezing your hand. And Feora, what would you like to? Please, Feora, what's your contribution?
Most of the things I pick up end up in Ladrin's bag, so I don't really have anything physical to offer up. But just say, if you don't want to come back, there's nothing I or anyone else can do about that. But I really hope that you want to come back, because we can't survive without you here. You've always been there to protect us. And I don't know how we'll take on everything else without you there to do it again. So please come back. I also really don't really want to see how Dia takes it on the rest of us if you don't. So save us from that as well.
Okay. And Tuna, you also, in this chamber, hear Feora's voice and again feel those emotions behind it. And I'll take a moment and just revisit each of the Dia first. So Tuna in their state really is resonating, has this connectedness in this afterlife.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything, do you think that Dia has any thoughts or feelings, however, whether positive or complicated or anything like that, that she's feeling behind what she's saying? Something that she might not be willing to say, but is feeling that Tuna might be able to pick up on and just be connected, empathetic state. Don't have to have any, but just a little extra flavor.
Yeah. I think the one that comes to my mind is there's frustration at first, but it's from having to reschedule their date night where Tuna's favorite crab cakes are, and I think it's a mix of frustration and frustration, not just with the situation but with herself, because while thinking of those romantic moments, there is that very true statement of, I don't know enough about you and I should have taken more time to do so. And but it also, there is that twinge of acceptedness that if Tuna was ever ready to just set it all down and just rest, devastation and then acceptance with whatever they wanted.
Beautiful. You'd also pick up on those insights, Tuna, as well. And I'll ask you the same, Feora, if there's any thoughts, whether positive, negative, conflicting, anything, or just in addition, that are behind, what you're saying. Things you might not say in that moment, but you might be feeling. That Tuna would pick up.
She's hopeful that they'll come back, but scared that they'll be mad if they do. But is willing to take on any anger or negative emotions out of it if it just means that they're back.
You pick up on that too. I'm not sure why she'd be mad. Why she'd think you might be mad, but yeah, that's awesome. But like, hold on. Okay. Thusly, the both of you have contributed to the Tuna's DC, so it starts at 10. Tuna has died once, which makes it a 12. But I'm going to bring it back down to a 10, as both of those points of roleplay are really beautiful. So this is a roll. This is a D20 roll. So I guess the first question is, does Tuna wish to return upon hearing that?
Yeah. There's no way they would leave everyone.
Okay. Let me check something really quick, because I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like that sets a DC, but that there's something else that you get to add. Let's just take a quick second. And okay. Need to do that kind of a check though on this. Okay. All right. So you can roll. You have the entirety of the spell here, so you get advantage. You've got the time, you've got the this is resurrection. So not true resurrection, but resurrection. So Tuna, you can roll with advantage a D20. We're looking for 10 or higher. So it's gonna meet or beat.
13. I rolled it just to you in the D&D Beyond, just in case.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was a 13.
Okay. All right. Poppy, was yep. What do you think, Tuna? I'm here. I'm here with you, and I'll stay with you as long as you want to stay here. But if you want to go back, I'm happy to go back too.
Tuna interrupts Poppy, just grabs her by the hand and just starts running up the stairs.
All right. And you're all watching because the chant you can give your contributions, and the chanting continues like 5 minutes. Just takes a while before. Where was that? A finger twitch? The chest fills with air. Old mist vapors from Tuna's mouth. They are weakened. You'll have, I think it's 4 points of exhaustion when you're resurrected. But your eyes to roll open to the bright sky of this, the night sky here, the crispy winter air. You look around as, Dia, you see, there's Feora covered in blood. There's another Feora, and Claire's just gonna a Feora looking person in cleric's robes of Nicole. I'll let everyone, if anyone has anything they want to do first in that moment.
I just want to look at Dia and just say, sapphires.
All right.
You wear blue a lot, so.
Well, there goes any ideas of changing any wardrobe colors I have in the future. Kissed her hand because I know everything's probably aching, but just
Doesn't matter, just pulls Dia in anyway. It's like, nope.
Flop, you're just down in the snow together, alive. Excellent, Sarah. Oh, wonderful. I need just maybe an hour of recuperation, and then we can perform the next ritual. We'll explain to you, Tuna, but the rest, as much as you need, you're going to take 4 days or so. You should be fine if you rest fully. You, even in your current state, if you wish, and offers like how you can contribute to the next one if you wish to. Although I advise you stay seated for it, just for safety's sake. She goes to rest for her short rest to be able to perform this again. Anything you all want to roleplay out while waiting for Ladrin's?
I think because I know we have new art in the works, but we've jumped a couple levels, and I think that's especially after we've been infused with the Wild Hunt's magic and stuff. I think just in the midst of kind of everything that's going on, Dia has gold flecks have fully just become segmented scales across the upper half of her face and forehead, and along her arms, and even her nails has elongated a bit. And since level 1, now she has pupils, but they're large vertical reptilian slits now.
Nice. That is so cool.
As the wild hunt magic is fading, and all like with the magic in the air and what's still lingering, since we've jumped a lot of levels.
Yeah. Nice.
Tuna looks over at Feora, just like laying on the ground still, and says, "Why would I be mad at you? What did you do? Why are you covered in blood?"
She just grins sheepishly, which shows the fangs.
Oh. Well, when did that happen? How long? Hold on. How long's it been?
A couple of days since Kaisef, because we had to wait for the ritual to be set up.
I think that's just an hour, isn't it? It hasn't.
Yeah, sorry, it was probably like an hour or two to set.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So
I thought Feora's sister said it will take days for me to set this up.
Oh, sorry.
No.
My bad. So it's been an hour, like that statement.
It's been a few hours, yeah.
Later.
Mm-hmm.
Later.
I figured we wait until.
Yeah. Yeah, if Ladrin doesn't get to you, I will.
Oh. She like just inches away and is like, that's my sister, by the way, the one I told you about.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go hide next to her now. I mean,
we need to compare notes
catch up
at some point to the sister. And I just go back to just lay.
Nice.
Feora scurries over to Sarah.
Hey. So, hour goes by. And once rested, the ritual circle is already set up. So, you all carefully bring Ladrin. Body a little bit stiff at this point as some of the reports. They're down in the center. And in this ritual. I guess she's going to rework it a little bit during her downtime to include an additional circle in case Tuna wants to contribute. And she begins casting that magic. Same thing. Tuna, the ocean's warmth that everyone felt in the first ritual, you feel again, and it very much connects you to that time. You don't remember all the details of the afterlife. You remember like being in that room and hearing what everyone said. Remember that ocean, and this kind of brings back some of the memories of that connectedness that around magic, like the waters of the ocean connect all circle. Who wishes to go first?
Okay. I'm going to cast Beacon of Hope. I don't know if it'll do anything mechanically, but narratively I like it. This spell bestows hope and vitality. Choose any number of creatures within range for the duration. They have advantage on wisdom saves, death saves, and regain max hit points from any healing. Again, not super relevant, but still fitting. I'm just gonna cast that, and I'm gonna say, look, we can't handle Feora without you. You keep her mostly sane. And also, I don't want to have to be the one to yell at her about the whole vampire thing. I think that's really more your job. But I'm worried we won't get to be as close as I want us to be. We haven't. I feel like the two of us haven't really, I don't know, had time, and I'm sorry for that, and now's a bad time to be regretting it, but I guess we're the wolf buddies now, so. I'd miss you, so.
I'm gonna say, go ahead and whenever there's something that'll like a spell like that, I like to give an additional option to have an ability check associated with it, because that can separate from the roleplay, help lower DC. So if you don't mind, making, you can either make, with this is just the spell side of things, either an Arcana check or a Religion check, whichever you prefer.
This religion, that is a 19.
Wow. Okay.
Bless the dice, because I'm not using my inspiration yet.
Nice.
I have a plan for it.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right. Sarah continues chanting as you contribute this. Who wishes to contribute next?
I'll go. And I'm going to do the same thing. I will convert I'll convert a 4th level and a 1st level spell slot into sorcery points.
Okay.
And then give the same, my max, which is 7, to give an equivalent of a 5th level spell slot of power to the ritual as well.
Beautiful.
7 sorcery points into that. And a bit of humor to diffuse the tension is that I've only just begun to repay my debt to you. I have willingly asked for so much gold from you without at all writing you any receipts to keep track of. And the hopes is to maybe you keep coming around, and I try to make you tea very poorly, while slowly giving you back the money you gave me, coin by coin. I do hope you come back. I feel like we've only just begun replacing those bad memories with good ones. And it's much too soon for us to be separated. After all, we have multiple prophecies to circumvent and many people to flip off, which I know you love. So, waiting for you.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. And that's it from me.
Okay. Maybe for me too. Yikes. Would you mind making an Arcana check for the spell side of that? Sorry, I missed that on Tuna's, but don't want to miss it here.
Arcana, all right, here we go. It's a natural 1.
Oh no, that's okay.
For a 2 total.
It still counts towards something.
Okay.
It's still a sacrifice. You're empowering.
I'm sobbing,
so.
and like it sounded beautiful in my head, but I'm sobbing. There are snot bubbles. It's not articulate at all.
Yeah, it's nice. And then it's awesome. I love it so much. Thank you. And if you wish to, Feywa.
Legion, I know you don't want to die. I know you. You just found your mom. Just found out the answers to everything you've been looking for all these years. And selfishly, I'd hope that you'd want to be alive for me too. I was promised at least a couple more thousand years with you, so I'm expecting you to pay up. So please fight. Please come back. Because I really don't want to be the third wheel to the two of them. And also not to emotionally blackmail, but Gregory's gonna miss you too, so. So come back. And she'll offer up the Eternal Bloom with the Feywild.
Oh, okay. Wow. Right. So, sends it vibrant white shining petals into the ether. Ledrin, after your passing, before the ritual, felt yourself on a journey through nature, headed towards a city you saw in visions as you pass through the underbrush, through the trees, through the open air of the forests of the world. You don't know what Moonfell looks like. Oh yeah, you do, because you're over here. So Moonfell. Yeah, obviously you don't know. Moonfell. And you find it the peace of knowing what it is a little bit comforting. But that's most of those feelings are buried under this frustration that you passed away with and anger. And you feel at one point as this ritual begins and you kind of get tethered to this, you're tethered through nature itself back to that location you're journeying away from. And while you don't necessarily hear the words verbatim, you do get these beautiful sentiments. You get the feelings that come along with it. As Una connects, and then you feel Thea connect as well, share. Want you back. Mayora connects. Back. These things as well are coming in, but being pushed a bit below. This explosive anger at the situation and frustration. You're still hearing it and feeling it. And as Feyre talks about, you just found your mother, this and that, things boil even more. My first question to you is, do you wish to return your body to continue living?
She's seeing Moonfell, and she knows that she has somebody there.
Mm-hmm.
And like for a split second, she, underneath the pressure of all of that anger and sadness and frustration and everything, for a split second, she's like, I'm like, just like to push it away so she can go forward, because she knows at least she'll be safe and okay. But when she's feeling like some of the good emotions coming through from her friends, she wants to come back.
So your DC starts at 10. With everything contributed, we're going to bring it down to 7. And you can roll with advantage. Just need a 7 or higher to return.
I need to roll again. Hold on. It was a 19. But the first one was a 1.
I was about to throw you my inspiration.
Nice.
I was saving it.
I was like, wait, I didn't roll with advantage, but I saw that. I was like,
oh. Thank goodness. Holy shit.
Oh, Josh is gone.
Yeah, for real. Oh, wow, that's scary. And thank goodness you were saving that, Carly, because that would have been...
Oh, God.
Oh. Okay. Ladrin, you begin at maybe triple, quadruple the speed, returning. Full U-turn. You're returning to the location. You're returning to your body. And as you do, you push aside the thoughts of that comfort of, the love that you have left behind in Moonfell, and you are headed back. You do want to return. You want to return because this is bullshit. And it really starts building and escalating as you're returning. And you find yourself rapidly approaching the location where your body is. You are thrust back into your body. For everyone here in the ritual, you see, again, 8 minutes, 15, a twitch of the finger, twitch in the other hand, but then the fingers all begin twitching that creepy way. Lines pour off of Ladrin's hands and into the ground, and then up, bursting out of the snow, through the ritual, around the ritual, filling the space. And behind Ladrin, or over Ladrin, builds this shell of vine, twisting at the top with a huge flower that blooms and ignites. Hellfire springs forth, torching the vines down to the ground. Ladrin, you awaken, and you are. Hey, let me just pull up the. Absolutely overwhelmed with those emotions. Feeling you find yourself giving in to this desire to burn everything. Not in the moment thinking clearly, thinking of your friends, but thinking of the outrage you have. You glimpse just for a moment, coming to consciousness, Kesef's like the body laid slain, and it just flipped a switch. It has pushed you over the edge here. What is everyone's first reaction as you see? You can see Legion kind of loosely through the vines that have made like a cage around her. Flames spewing off this flower on top, and from the vines that have ignited that run up through the snow, back in the ground, up out again, twisting around the brush in the area.
What do we do?
I cast protection from energy on Feora and give her protection from fire.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to counterspell anything because I don't know if it'll counterspell the resurrection ritual or not. Because it's actively being cast, so...
You see Sarah trying really hard to maintain the end of this resurrection ritual. Feora, I think that Tune, that gives Feora resistance to fire damage, right?
Yes.
Like half damage.
Just in case she has to like run in or something. I don't know.
Gotcha,
But she seems like the smartest one to do that too.
Let me do
she
this.
She can dodge fire. So.
That's true. Let's do a quick initiative for everyone, so that way I can kind of check in turn order, see like what everyone wants to do, how they want to handle. And Ladrin, Natasha, if I'm off on any of this, let me know. I'm trying to make sure I'm pulling. Okay. Tuna, what's your initiative?
Well, technically it's a 5, but I'm pretty sure do I have disadvantage right now?
You definitely do. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a 5.
A 5, okay. All right. Ladrin, what's yours?
Oh, I'm rolling.
Yeah.
Initiative?
You'll have options too, as you're sort of.
Okay, so I've got disadvantage as well on initiative.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. 7.
Okay. All right, Feora.
26.
Okay. Jeez, nice. And Dia.
10.
Okay, perfect. Oops. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna zip through that order. Is this, the heat picks up. This hellfire is intense. The woods are starting to catch on fire. Fiora, you are up first. What do you want to do? You can see in this like wicker basket, basically, this wicker cage, Latrin through the vines.
Ladrin, I appreciate your autonomy, but if you could avoid burning down an entire forest again, we would really appreciate it.
They seem like half aware, half cognizant. They're rousing, but like still kind of twitching and twisting in there. Anything else for Fiora? That's sort of like a free action. Consider it like a battle round if there's anything you want to do. That's free action to speak.
Do you guys think if I throw something at her, it would kill her again?
Probably.
Oh, okay. Ladrin, please stop burning everyone.
Okay. All right, so you're pleading with Ladrin in the cage. All right, Dia, you're up next. What would you like to do?
Can you do non-lethal with rocks? Like if it's like if I had a sling and I could sling a rock at Ladrin, like a non-magical just rock off the ground. Can that be non-lethal possibly? If not, I understand.
I feel like you could aim it so it's not in like a lethal spot, but I will say, given the fragility of Ladrin in this state, it might be risky.
Okay.
Just visually, you'd be like,
well, then I guess I'll do the only thing I can do, which it doesn't cause damage, but it might help. I'm going to spend. No, I can't do both of those. Okay. So, oh no, I still okay. So I will spend my last 4th level. You know what I will do though? I'm trying to see if I need to spend sorcery points. I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm going to spend it's just a 2nd level sorcery spot, so I can cast. I will spend my last 4th level spell slot to cast confusion, and then spend 3 sorcery points to give Ladrin disadvantage.
okay.
Just because confusion means you can only maybe do one thing around if you're feeling a reason to set people on fire.
I already have disadvantage though, so.
Oh, I was not aware of that. So.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Involve the exhaustion.
You fire that out. Get your confusion. And the disadvantage set.
Yeah, wisdom saving throw. Wisdom
save.
And it is not a charm effect, because I know elves get advantage. It's not a charm effect.
Okay. Disadvantage. 17.
That meets it, so I think you save. So, unfortunate.
The absolute rage that Ladrin's feeling pushes through.
Okay, that's me.
Okay, well, Ladrin, that brings us over to you. So you're semi-conscious. You're just kind of being ruled by these emotions now, but you know better than I do. What are you feeling, and what do you want to do?
How? Okay, so semi-conscious, like, am I seeing or realizing in that moment where I'm at and what's happening?
Make a perception check with disadvantage, of course. If you get an 11 or higher, I'll say you're kind of aware of your surroundings. But if it's a 1 through 10...
Oh, I did get 11.
Okay. You're just barely aware of your surroundings. Most of it is filled with the energy you're feeling, the emotions, but you just start paying attention, like catching, like, okay, the forest is on fire. There's Fiora, there's Tuna, there's Dia, and you start processing.
And do I notice, like, that fire is my color of fire or a regular fire?
You quickly
that
notice
perception.
that is your, yeah, that you definitely, you also recognize this cage. This is what grew and built up around the person you lost with the bloom on top.
Okay. Okay, so if she's seeing that, she's going to immediately try to snap out of it then. With her being aware of the cage and the fire and everything, and seeing her friends, she'll try to step out of it because she's never really snapped out of that. I don't think. So she'll do like almost have a panic attack and try to stop it.
Okay. Let's do not necessarily playing with a charm. Let's do a wisdom saving throw. I think that might even be a little more beneficial to you. Let's say 13 or higher. It's gonna break it.
Okay, with a disadvantage. Okay.
Disadvantage, unfortunately, yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Really good. 10.
DM inspiration.
Woo! Nice! Nice. And that's a D10 right now. So you just need to roll 3 or higher on this D10.
We got like 15 minutes left. Go for it. That's what I was saving it for, was when someone died.
Shut up. Shut up. I rolled a 3. That's a 13.
Enough.
Shut up.
You were fighting through this overwhelming rage, because rage is familiar. You spent a long time with this kind of energy, you know, at people at loss. Rage is comfortable. Rage is letting you feel valid in your feelings. Rage is being able to live in that is like, yes, because this hurt. And it's maybe not the healthiest thing, but you're there in that moment. But that glimpse, even with just a glimpse of your friends, you know, getting engulfed by this hellfire, is enough to burst that bubble. Like, no, this isn't the bloom up top wilts, and the vines that are in the ground and in the forming the cage turn brown and decayed and brittle around you. Still there, but easily snapped now, and the fire dies out. The snow, consuming the last of them. And you're just sitting in this burnt cage of vines. Very symbolic burnt cage of vines around you. Yeah, I guess with Tuna, you'd be next on this. If there's any, when you see this unfold, if there's anything you'd like to do.
I don't really have anything. I guess I'll just try to kind of like lend energy to, is it Sarah? Saren?
Sarah, I think.
Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm just gonna try to, I don't have a lot of something that can help, but I'll try to like finish the ritual kind of thing, because I think it's almost done. Maybe.
It is. Yeah, between the two of you, that energy, that what little you have, you offer up. And both being followers of Nicole, it synchronizes, resonates, and the spell finishes. Sarah collapses down to her butt in the snow, like looking around, which will bring us up to Feora, fittingly. What would you like to do, Feora? Through the end of the battle rounds.
Just run up to Ladrin and give her a hug.
You gonna break the branches and stuff to get to her?
Yeah.
Symbolically tearing out these, burned up, crispy branches, and just meet you where you are, inside the cage, draws you in close, hold you tight.
I'm just kind of staring, not really realizing that that's just what happened.
I'll just turn it over to y'all if there's any role play you want to do to see that through.
Yeah. When it probably takes her a good minute to get grounded again. And she'll turn to Feor, like realizing that Feor is there. And she's kind of weirdly torn between giving in to that like connection that Feor is giving and just wanting to back away. Because she's looking around and she's seeing, with like she did it again. And she's trying to mark where Tuna and Dia are just to make sure that she has eyes on them first.
Okay. Yeah, you spot them.
She'll quickly ask Feor, why are you covered in blood?
And flash the teeth again.
She's going to like not like rudely, but like gently break away from the hug if you're still holding on. And slowly try to stand up and walk a ways to where she wants to be alone in a space where she can't be overheard. And she'll pull out a sending stone and send a quick message. I'm gonna message you, Dan.
Oh, okay. Are you chasing after Ladrin and all? Is she the that's why you just giving her face?
She's a little scared by the lack of reaction to the vampire chief, so she's just kind of sitting there in the cage still.
Okay. Symbolically, you're in the cage.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So terrible.
Almost instantly later in, she's there.
Oh, okay.
Your baby called. She's there. Mama's there. Nithrata appears, looking around, assessing the situation. Seeing like the shape that you're in and everything else, wraps an arm and a cloak around you. Are you all right, dear? What happened? What do you need from me? What could I do for you?
And I need the ritual to happen now. Can that be possible?
Yes, we can get you safe, and it's almost ready. Do you need a moment to say goodbye to your friends?
Yeah.
Opens the cloak for you to go.
She'll walk back to everyone, and you just like you see it's like all the raw anger and everything that like happened when she was coming back. It's just like she broke. She is utterly spent, utterly over everything. And she looks at y'all, not like anyone specifically, and says, like, I'm done for now. I can't. I'm tired of doing biddings for people like genies or gens who the only way they'll grant you favor is by being a puppet to their silly games and providing choices that really is just an illusion of control in order to puppet you to do what they want, which is to basically conduct this sick, twisted game to cause us to kill each other, but not kill each other. I did not appreciate that. I didn't want to do it, and I understand why we had to do it. But then we're bullied into it. And so I do what they ask because we all agreed that that's what we wanted to do. And so I had no choice but to attack. And then it felt, and I know it wasn't that way, but then I felt like I got bullied in return by y'all. I'm not blaming you.
Sort of feels that way, but
It was what it was. It brought up some feelings I really thought I closed a long time ago. But obviously, having those feelings and then going up against Kezif and then dying before I got to have a relationship with a parent that recently came into my life, and then putting y'all at risk again. I was afraid it was going to happen in the arena because I didn't want to be there and I was angry. But I try not to use any of my fae then. So it didn't happen, but now it's happening again now. I just need to take a step back and fix myself. Before I do something worse to y'all.
So, what are you saying? You don't want us around? You don't want to be with us?
No, I want to keep going. I want to still be with y'all. I need to put a stop or whatever I need to fix me before something else inevitably comes along, pisses me off, I guess, and then I start another cataclysmic event. And y'all don't need to be victims to that. I've already lost so many. Almost lost a starting relationship with a parent. I don't need to lose y'all too. So I just need to take a break, get this ritual going, get that side under control, and maybe with just a break, I want to come back with a better mindset so I can be better for y'all. Because I don't like what this is doing. I don't like that I allowed like the gens to get under my skin the way that it did, and to twist things in my head, and then to piss me off enough to burn a forest down again.
There's nothing broken that needs fixing. I understand you want to control things going on in you, but you don't need to think of it as something being broken. You're hurting and it's okay, but you're not broken. And if you need time, that's okay too. We'll be here when you get back, when you get ready.
Appreciate that. I feel like I am, but I appreciate what you said. And I didn't mean what I said. I'm still very upset.
You can see some of those vines reaching like across the neck, up the sides a little. They've expanded greatly with this hellfire release. Not at the heart, but awfully close, spreading across the chest there.
Go get your ritual, Adrian.
Can we have the bag of holding while you're gone?
Actually, I think Tuna does bust out laughing at that.
Nice.
Like, I can't see them having an appropriate response to this. I'm sorry. It's just.
No, I love that. You'll see like a twitch, like in the corner of her mouth, just like she's like trying, like she's coming down from that anger high or whatever. Of course, you can have the bag of holding. There's a paper trail of money and items and everything else like that, so to keep track.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I just don't know what to do besides start this now before something worse happens.
Then do it.
Exactly. And more of a thought exercise as someone who has also been born with a tremendous amount of power from birth. If your magic manifests, as I believe it does, it is part of you since your birth. The more you think of it as nothing but destruction, the more that is what it will be. Magic, when you are born to it, manifests as a mirror of one's own interpretation of it. So I hope that you find what you need. I will be spending lots of gold and not keeping track of it, but it'll be fine. And I just grab hands toward the bag of holding.
She doesn't fight it. Like, without a second thought, gives it to you.
I'll be sure to pack some tea for when you come back.
Thank you. She's gonna look at Feora, and she's caught between being angry at what she saw earlier, but also sad and just conflicted, and she's not gonna give too much thought into that, but she's going to say, we're gonna have to talk about that later, Feora. I'm sure you.
Maybe the ritual will make you forget.
Don't think so. But I'm sure you have.
You never know.
I'm sure you are gonna have a very good explanation. But I'm not gonna think about it right now. So.
Deep breath, yeah. I'm not thinking about it.
Think about it. I'm not gonna get upset. I'm not gonna give into anything. But she will go over and give Feora a hug, and then turn around and give, or she gives Feora pretty as tight as she can because she's weak as hell. And then she'll turn to Dia and offer a hug to
I'm upset that the first hug you ever willingly give me is when you're leaving. I'm just saying that out loud. I mean, I'm going to take it, but perturbed. Arms around their shoulders, too tight of a neck hold.
Nice.
Thank you for helping me back. Thank you.
Of course. Anytime. And I punch them in the shoulder.
Nice. Oh, nice. And then she'll do this. She'll go over and do the same with Tuna. Just weak enough.
A bear hug, even though Tuna's struggling a little bit, just kind of holding on a little bit.
I really, really do love you guys. And this is why I need to leave. So I will be back as soon as I can.
You better.
Do you need anything?
You better, because Dia's going to spend all of our money if you
I am. I never learned
money
self-control when it comes to spending money. There was always more. So.
Maybe let someone else hold the bag of holding.
No.
It's too late. She already has it.
Oh God! At least stock up with some other health potions. She'll
You guys
turn.
still drink health potions?
What?
I don't know.
Why wouldn't you be able to?
I don't know, man. All the rules are different now.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna talk about that later. She will turn and start walking away and kind of stop to survey everything, Keziv's body, if the corpse is still there, and hoping that whatever hellfire reached singed most of that. And then surveying the area, and then kind of looking back at her friends one more time, and then turning back around to head to Thrana and say, I'm ready.
Okay. You kind of, most of this is sort of stumbling about. Your movement speed 0, so it's just kind of a stumble, falter, and this round, grabs you and to stabilize. Once again, put your arm and cloak around. Right. Well, it's time then, Adrian. Let's go. We'll get you off the veins. We'll get you cleansed. Back to your friends. just kind of pulls you into a hug with that, and the two of them wisp into nothingness, to elsewhere. And that leaves Figura, Tuna, and Dia here, kind of recovering Kezif's rotting body. And Serenus returns quickly. Allow me to bring you all to a safer location. And reaches a hand out. Place your hand on mine. And we will go.
Place a hand.
Feyre? Where's Feyre staying behind?
Can I check the body really quick?
Kezif's?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
shouldn't we set that on fire or holy oil or whatever?
I will burn the ashes once I've sent you to safety.
I need to see. I'm very sorry. We've just been through a lot. I would like to physically see the burning happen.
He pulls her hand back. I understand.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, if you don't see a body, they're not dead.
Yeah.
Nice.
Can I pull off an exposed rib?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you go over there, have at it first. Sarah's gonna pull out 3 like ancient like birch. It's like petrified birch or white branches that are all gnarled, maybe 1.5 feet long, and just ashen at the end. While you're picking at it here, is there anything else you want to take?
Teeth.
Okay, you take. You can take. I mean, a lot of the teeth are rotted, but the fangs are good. So you can take the 4 fangs of Kezif. An exposed rib. There isn't much else necessarily. It's a lot of mush and such. But if there's anything else you want,
Claw.
Yeah, go for it. Mark them down. The things that you're taking. You can probably get a good 3 claws off the feet. A lot of it, again, a lot of it's rotted and gross, but there's 3 good claws.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. Serenith hands each of you one of these gnarled, petrified ancient branches, and snaps their fingers and each light with a fire akin to Ladrin's, but it has more of a purplish hue than a blue. This will put the beast is dead, but this will keep their body from being reanimated or controlled by others. So
Great. I just start dancing the flames across the face like
All right. Is everyone kind of chipping in like, haha, I could die because of you?
I hand Dia mine.
Yeah, just double swirl.
Fire dancing.
Nice. Cyrus joins in and puts, dots some of the patches of fur alight, and within a minute, you all take a step back as you're just watching this bonfire of what was Kezif's body burn completely to ash, spread out. There's nothing hidden. It's all just ash on the snow by the end.
Do we need to sweep that up? I don't know. I'm gonna sweep it up.
Okay.
I don't trust this Kezif ash everywhere. That's a necromancer wizard.
Okay.
Joy day.
Where do you want to put all the ashes?
I'll put it in the bag of holding.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
No? Okay. Right, there was that time we put the skull in there and it came alive.
Yeah, maybe
And
we
then
don't
there's
put alive things. Yeah.
And there's a guy in here.
There's a guy in there?
I think he ate Gil.
No, that's
he
out.
came out. That's the
He
one
came
that's
out. All right.
That's out. Yeah,
Okay.
no,
There's a
he's
giant
out.
vampire skull that is no longer in the bag.
Okay.
Hey,
so
hold
I'll just
on.
put it. Yeah.
Hold on a second. I just realized something.
Hmm?
Hey, Feora.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
You know what? No, too much to unpack right now. No, we'll wait.
I'm just
We'll
gonna tie it onto my backpack, and I'm gonna write a note. Kesif Ash, don't touch.
Mhm.
Bad.
Okay.
On it.
Nice.
I can have the guild hold on to it if you guys are nervous about it.
You mean the 90 to 100 people who poofed in for a second and then poofed away?
Not them specifically, but they're part of it.
Okay. Will you promise that they won't do any strange necromancer? And by necromancer, I mean all fields of magic and or lost and forgotten and or reimagined on it.
You're hesitating way too long.
You right.
You hesitated.
I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it then.
She's better than to bring him back. She's just very
Right,
curious.
but it could be well, I brought this person back because da 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 da. Oh no, why are they transforming into Kesif? He only needs a piece to come back fully. Blah 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 blah. I'm just gonna keep it on the bag.
Okay.
Okay.
Put it in a box.
There just kind of snuffs out all the torches and recollects, puts it back into the darkness of her cloak, and places her hand out again. A fine hunt, all of you. I'll return you to your cabin to rest fully before seeing where you wish to return. Puts her hand out again. All hands on, yeah. Figure out this time, okay. And you all disapparate from this location, just outside of southwest of Sunhaven. Excuse me. And I think we're gonna end tonight's session because that was a lot. Woo!
Woo!
Beautifully done, everyone. Oh, juicy roleplay tonight. We avoided the TPK. I was a little worried when Figure came back and then missed. Doris had this in her back pocket for a while. Oh, thank you, Daniel Lands. 50, yeah. 50 bucks. Awesome. Thank you so much, Daniel. And then missed, and I'm like, oh, it's not going to be enough to kill Kesef. Kesef's going to turn around and be like,
Just bite all over, just tear through again.
Thank goodness. The extra attack. Really fun building out vampires. A lot of ups and downs that to get to navigate now. Traveling together with Vigor to keep your friends safe from the vampirism.
And werewolves and
yeah.
Oh,
I think I just need to. I guess that private mansion spell is going to actually come in handy for me this run.
You will sleep here.
Yep, I will be in the nice magic mansion. Y'all can run, be children of the night. Goodbye.
Awesome. Oh, Daniel, thank you so much. You're such a sweetheart. Look, these players are amazing, aren't they? And I love to be a part of this. I'm so thankful to be a part of this because it's so much fun to be able to sprinkle some story in and then watch everyone make it bloom so much. Absolutely incredible. Turtle lurker, yes, you're much appreciated, Daniel. Thank you. Yeah, so stay tuned for next week. So Tasha won't be able to be here next week, so we'll be missing Tasha, but we'll still stream. So Ladrin is going to be doing some ritual stuff. We might have time to catch up with in the next week, that week after, but a lot of other stuff to unpack. A lot of stuff to unpack for everybody next week, I think. We'll have another roleplay session that just take a little breather from battle.
Therapy.
Dangerous battle. Yes.
Therapy session.
Therapy,
Okay, you can
yes.
say it.
100%.
I'm sad I'll miss the therapy, but
I love it. I also can't wait to see how the 5 lost gods at this point react.
Took down a number.
God,
They're gonna be
yes.
so mad. They're gonna be so mad.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Their eternal
fine.
hound dog, and he took him down. I love it.
God, they're
Yeah.
gonna John Wick us.
You killed
We
our
literally
dog.
just set ourselves up.
They wish they were as cool as John Wick.
Yeah, it's true. It's
For
true.
real.
I've never seen John Wick. I just know there's something about he gets real mad because somebody hurts his dog.
If you really like actions, like really nice action scenes, like it's it's really good. It's a very simple story, but fun and engaging visually wise. There we go.
Interesting.
Scary. Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, we're just gonna wrap up here tonight because we're a little late. So have a lovely night, everyone. Just well done again, players. So amazing. Thank you, chat, for hanging out with us, and we'll catch you next Tuesday, at least. If not, if you don't tune into any of the other content, next Tuesday for more Sunday. All right, take care, everyone. Have a good night. We'll catch you later. Bye.
Bye.